What's up, guys? It is Dreary Dream back in the building with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Let's talk about the 10 times event with Kyoku. Okay, and this is my hot take. A lot of people are going after, where's she at? Oh, guaranteed. My bad. Here she go. Right here. A lot of people are considering whether to dump their shards in for her or not. How many is it? 15, right? Yep. 15 sacred shards. You guys know that the sacred shards are super costly. So let's talk about this champ and consider if it is right for you to make this move or not. Okay, I'm going to give you my overall opinion first, and then I'm going to break it down. My opinion of Kyoku is she could be game changing. Could be, but probably not, right? I got 3 reasons why. The first reason, she's expensive, guys. She's a legendary. Look at this. A legendary, okay? Everybody who grabs a legendary knows. A legendaries cost hecka books. Guys, these books are expensive. Now, granted, she doesn't have a whole lot of books. Wait a minute. 2, 3, 7, 11. Okay, there are worse, right? We got champs like 15 books, like crazy amount of books. So 11. I mean, I'm not perplexed by 11. Like it's not such a mind-bending amount, right? Especially if she were an excellent legendary. But we all know that legendary tombs cost a lot, regardless. If it's 3 of them, if it's 11 of them, they cost a lot, right? So this is an expensive champion. She's going to cost you a lot of potions. She's going to cost you a lot of grind to get her up to max. So the first reason why I don't think she's majorly game changing is because she is expensive. If you're a free-to-play or a spender, she's going to cost you a lot. The second thing is her skills are situational. Let's take a look at them. First of all, we have this move. Ally Protect, block damage, 3 turns, grants an extra turn. Okay, this is a 2-turn Ally Protect. The block damage is 3, but the 2-turn Ally Protect on a 4-turn cooldown if you book it. 2 turns for 4 turns. I would much prefer a 3-turn cooldown for that. Grants an extra turn. So some will say, oh, because it grants an extra turn, it's effectively a 3-turn move, not a 4-turn move. I'll get to that in a second. Her next skill, attacks all enemies, decrease attack, okay? The decrease attack is nice, but this HP burn is only if the skill did not place the decrease attack. Guys, most of the time, you're not going to get both of those, right? Unless you build her like no accuracy at all. And then even then, you're only getting HP burn. So I misworded that, period. You're only going to get one or the other, really. Is the way that I'm reading this. After attacking, 80% chance to place HP burn debuff for 2 enemies not place decrease attack. Yeah, so you're only going to get one or the other. One or the other, guys. And honestly, there are much better HP burn champs, right? This is a 4-turn. She's not void, so it doesn't always land on anybody. Like, there are much better HP burn champs. Mordecai is way better, okay? For that skill. Decrease attack. There are way better decrease attack champs. We'll get into that. And it's situational. I don't like the situational. Here we go. Attacks 1 enemy. One of my clanmates actually said that. He says she'll hit 3 times. And yes, 3-time hitter is good, but again, situational. We got to read the skill fully because it says 3 hits if the target is under 3 or more debuffs. What if the target is not under 3 or more debuffs? Fire Knight. What if he has his shield up and you don't have any debuffs on him? You're not getting the full effectiveness of that 3-hitter. You get what I'm saying? And then you got Weaken, which is nice. But again, each hit, it's at its most effectiveness under these conditions. We don't like the conditionalness of different champions. And being that this is an expensive legendary, it's kind of like, I don't want an expensive legendary that is so situational. You get what I'm saying? So the skills are situational. Let's come back to this. The Ally Protect for 2 turns with the extra turn. This is hard to speed tune in Clan Boss. when using buff extenders. Okay, so if she's on a team with like Seeker, okay, because there probably won't be buff extenders, but if she's on a team with like buff extenders, like you have a speed champ plus a Godseeker Aniri, a champ that extends the buff, what's going to happen is those buffs are going to fall off when she does her grant an extra turn. This is why Ninja doesn't work well with a lot of buff extenders. Ninja works well in Seeker comps because a lot of people put him in Relentless, and that way with Seeker, he can hit as many times and doesn't have to worry about the buffs coming on until after he's done with his turn. The problem though is that you want ally protection to go last. So you can't really have these other champs go after her, right? It just makes it more complex to speed tune. It can be speed tuned, it's just a little tougher with the extra turn. And again, a legendary champion that costs this much is kind of like, do I want to go through more hassle for this expensive champion? That's my take. That's point number 2. Point number 3 is there are better champions. There are better champions. I hate to say it, but there are. I'm sorry, Kyoku. I'm sorry. But let's take a look at them. Oh, we just went to champions. Not there. Not on this account. I got better champs on my main account. This is the free to play. So we won't find much there. But let's look into the index. And I got a few champs I want to show you guys that to me are just better carries than her. First of all, Vogoth, right? Vogoth is a super carry, guys. Vogoth on my main account took me into gold arena when I was down in silver. Like, Vogoth is that champ. First of all, he's got the AoE provoke and a decreased attack on whoever he can provoke. And now that we can set skills, he doesn't even have to do this on bosses. He can stick to the A1, which can increase buff duration. This is really good when paired with like a poison champ or HP burn champ. He can just keep that up, right? And then he's got these passives here, which are really, this is what makes him so good. When he's attacked, he places a leech on the attacker. So that means if a boss hits him, he can put a leech on him and everybody can get healed off a boss. And then he has this, when he gets attacked, heals all allies by 50% of damage received and 25% if it comes from a boss. Guys, this is up indefinitely. There's like no cooldown. So every time a boss hits with an AoE, your team is getting healed up. He's provoking the waves. He's putting leech on the boss. Vogoth, a much cheaper champ. He's an epic and he does way more. And I would argue he does a ton in arena too. He's comparable. Let's talk about another champ, another hard carry who I think is just frankly better. Not there. Let's exit. The lag is slowing me down. Let's hit the dwarves really quickly. The dwarves, guys, this is one of my favorite CC champions in the game. We got Rockbreaker. He's got, again, 100% provoke. Vogoth doesn't have 100%. Rockbreaker has 100% provoke on a 3-turn cooldown. That means it comes again and again. Then he places a counterattack. The counterattack is especially good because on the A1, it increases this champ's defense by 4% every time the skill is used up to 20%. And he's defense based. So after a while, Rockbreaker starts hitting really hard. Guys, 20%, that's almost like another Great Hall. That's a lot, okay? And then he's got this passive where it books up to 50% chance he can negate 50% of the damage every time he's hit, guys. Okay, Rockbreaker to me is another epic. He's just a cheaper hard carry who just does a phenomenal job, okay? And then the last one, this is another champ who I would consider much cheaper than Kyoku and is a very hard carry. If I can go to it, guys, one day I will upgrade my computer and then we will have super smooth, super fast videos. But until that day, we do what we can. So Scylla the Drakes, right? I just got her on this account, free to play account. To me, she is a much better carry than Kyoku because she's got this 3-turn stun move. Put her in a stun set, she's stunning people up like crazy. She's got this A1, decreased speed and decreased turn meter. Very good for a lot of bosses, a lot of enemies. Particularly Fire Knight. Throw that decreased speed on them. A lot of people use her in Hydra now for that decreased speed. Then she's got a revive and an ally protect on whoever she revives. And then the passive, this is the best part, heals all allies by 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn. Also places a 30% increased speed on a random ally for 2 turns. Guys, this procs every turn. You put her in Relentless, she's going off, okay? I keep mine in a stun set, so she nukes down the waves. Well, CCs, maybe not nuke. I had her built for nuke at one time, but she CCs all the waves down. Excellent hard carry. Kyoku, she's just way too expensive, and there's other champs who can do some of what she can do. Now, where might Kyoku shine, right? Because I talked about the negative sides. Where might she be good? Well, I think Kyoku would be good in Arena in particular. Because when she's hit with a critical hit, she heals all allies by 15%, then places increased defense, right? That's where she might shine. The problem, though, with her decreased defense, the problem with her increased defense and that skill is that it's just like an upgraded version of Seeker, depending on what you want, right? Because Seeker has a very similar skill without the kit, but let's not forget, Seeker also has a turn meter boost, which is really good in Arena, plus an increased attack, plus an extra turn, so he keeps coming with it super fast, plus a provoke, so you can grab the opponent's speed lead. So Kyoku, I don't know, some might even argue she's a worse version of Seeker that's more expensive. That's kind of up to you to decide, right? Then there's her affinity in the Arena. Trunda is gonna put a hole in her. She's spirit. Trunda is magic, the #1 nuker right now for AoE. Trunda is just gonna decimate her. And then, like, a lot of people got Madame Ceres now, so she puts up all this stuff that might just get stripped that easily. So honestly, guys, even people's argument for her in Arena, I don't see it. I don't see it. I have fought against her many times on the free-to-play and my main account, and I have not had a problem with her. Like, she really hasn't been that much of a deterrence for me personally. So those are my thoughts of where she might shine, could shine. She might even shine in 1-1 ratio clan boss teams, right? Not the 2-1, because the buffs will fall off. You're gonna have an issue with that. But in the 1-1 ratio teams, she might be better. The only problem, again, is better champs in the same faction, guys. What about Taragi? Taragi's got poisons. He's got a self-heal, I believe, a decreased attack. He's got the ally protect, reflect damage. He has a lot of skills perfectly essential for the clan boss. She's got this, but it's not on the A1. It's every 4 turns, right? And then the ally protect 2-on-4. So I think Taragi is better. So here's the summary of the video, guys. Thanks for hanging out for this long. In my opinion, she is not 15 sacred shards worthy in actual gameplay. Okay, I would probably get her from a collector standpoint, right? Because I get one of every champion. So I will probably get her on my main account just as a collector's thing. But even on my main, I'm not going to get her. And the reason I'm not going to get her is because 15 sacreds is $375, guys. $375 for Kyoku? Guys, this is a champ that I'm going to get along the way. This is an along the way champ, right? While I'm pulling for Duchess or Sifi, that's when I'm going to get Kyoku. Well, maybe, yeah, when I'm pulling for like Duchess, that's when I'll get Kyoku. You know what I mean? When I'm pulling for another champ, when I'm pulling for another champ that's just outstanding, like Iron Brago, I need an Iron Brago, I'll get Kyoku along the way. She's not the champ I spend $375 for, okay? So feel free to disagree with me. If you have your disagreements, feel free to disagree with me. Put them in the comments below. Let me know how you feel. And if you want to see her in action, Nub Raids put out an outstanding video about her where you can see her in actual gameplay and see how she does. I will link it down below for you to check out. All right, you guys, have a good one. Dreary is out.